Alright guys, welcome back. Hello, it's Scotty Boy. Sorry to leave people hanging. Anybody who had commented on my last video got a little message from me yesterday. I didn't want to leave everybody hanging, but I did pass. Let me cover up the important stuff, but I got my purple badge yesterday. I passed. I got it. Third try. Third time was a charm apparently. Just gonna kind of recap a little bit. I'm sitting here at Campus Inn. I left for Campus Inn February 19th. Showed up here February 21st. Sorry, our car's trying to cool it off a bit. And now it is the 28th, I believe, of March. And been a long haul, and I'm about to pull out and start heading for Virginia. I was planning to leave yesterday. Yesterday was my test, Sunday. I did not pull alley dock, although I was ready for it. Eric and I did an early morning session, I think 2 days in a row, 5 o'clock in the morning, where we reviewed some of the others, but it was mostly just alley dock over and over again. One of those was not even the whole alley dock. It was just rounding the corner over and over again, to the point where I really felt like I can steer it competently and know, the whole thing with, when you're going straight back, you turn a little bit and the back reacts the way you want it to. It's opposite, but it reacts. When you're in a slight to more jackknife, either way you turn it, it's going to take a little longer for that to translate to a turn, and that was where I was really getting hung up. But anyway, I was ready. I was quite nervous going in. It's third time. And for those that don't know, my understanding of it is you actually, if you look at the whole thing, you've got basically 9 chances, 3 at each level. If you go 3 times and fail your pre-trip 3 times, you're out. If when one of those times you make it and you move on to backing, you've got 3 tries and then you're out. If you make it in one of those, you've got 3 tries on the road trip. Now, I know that there is a bit of an appeal process if you're someone who, there's just enough evidence that that you're serious about this and that you're a good driver, that kind of thing. There is a means of sitting down, I believe, with the head of the training department and kind of appealing your case for another try. So I am so glad it didn't come to that, but I was feeling that pressure. But anyway, yeah, I didn't pull alley. I got the parallel. So I had to do my straight line back, I had to do an offset, and then I had to do a parallel. And I don't believe I scored any points on any of them. So I was fresh and clear through all of the backing this time, and oh my gosh, as soon as he said I got parallel, I did a little happy dance out there. He thought it was kind of funny, right in the middle of my test. Couldn't help it, needed to be done. And then my road test went fine. That was pretty easy, to be honest. And I've talked about it, my PSD mostly was on the road, so it was, I've always felt better at the driving part than the backing, because I've had less repetition in that. So what else can I say? Overall, this process has been great. I'm sitting here looking out at the Campus Inn, the back 2 hotel rooms. I can remember that was my first one over to the left. Over here's the one I ended up with. I've had 3 roommates. Got along with all 3. We made it work. For those coming out here, expect, at least as far as I know, they talk about a freeze and a slowdown. Doesn't seem like it at Campus Inn. They still have everybody paired up. I think the only time that they didn't was maybe when, at the height of COVID, up until recently, they had some people in quarantine. So I think they were spreading people out across Campus Inn and some of the other hotels. So that wasn't too bad, but, come knowing that you're going to be, paired up with people. Yeah, the whole process has been pretty good. I can't complain, even the CDL, that is what it is. Nobody did that to me. It was just, I obviously needed a little more work, and I made it through. I will say, on the morning of my third attempt, feeling a lot of pressure. When you go over to the plaza to do this, they bring you into the big training room to do a little paperwork while you wait for your turn to go out. And that morning, I think they had said that everybody who had gotten AliDoc had failed. I'm not sure if anybody had passed before I went out. And there was a guy came in, you know, when you go out and do your training and pass or fail, you come back and you do some paperwork afterwards. Well, one of the guys that failed came in, and actually his trainer is a pretty popular YouTuber, but I'm not going to draw any attention to anybody. But anyway, he came in, and you could just see this guy was just destroyed. You know, he kept apologizing to his trainer, you know, and the trainer was cool. You know, the trainer was like, dude, this happens, you know, more often than you think. So he was trying to make him feel better. And I'm sitting at the table next to him. I turned to him and said, dude, I'm sitting here a third day, you know, because you know, I didn't pass either, just to let him know he's not the only one. And I remember the first day, it honestly felt like I must be the only person that can't get this in the world. And the more I've now come to know the Plaza building better than most, unfortunately, and it's certainly not the case. A lot of people get tripped up. There was a guy that day that I think had a lot of trouble with his straight back, not because he didn't know straight back, it was because he was having trouble with AliDoc, and they had worked so much on that, and he was so nervous about that, he couldn't get through the straight back, just, I guess, because of nerves. And this is not, I'm not coming down on anybody or making fun of anybody. It's pressure, man. So be ready for that. Like in my last video, I certainly hope everybody out there sails right through. But if you don't, you know, stick with it. You know, put in the hard work and you'll get through it. All right, so fast forward. Okay, I got my CDL yesterday. I got my badge. You do a little paperwork. There's a little bit of, nothing like the CBTs, but there's a little bit of computer stuff you have to do, basically for their HR type stuff. TWIC office is closed on Sunday, so they told me I had to come back this morning to apply for my TWIC card. You know, a little disappointed that I wasn't heading out on a Sunday. I would much prefer driving through Nashville on a Sunday as opposed to Monday evening. I guess is about the time I'll get there. And unfortunately, I think I might have mentioned this way back when I was, you know, in the videos that I did that prepare people for coming out here. The official birth certificate, I have an official birth certificate that I used through my recruitment. However, it was an older Virginia one, and in Virginia, the state photocopies. It's a birth certificate that has the official, you know, all the fancy blue filigree around the sides, but it doesn't have a raised seal, and the middle of it is a photocopy of my original hospital birth certificate, and that is the official one for that time period in Virginia. And it worked through recruitment. They did have to take that to, I guess, the next level of management, and they cleared it. Didn't work at the TWIC office. It was the first thing she asked for. I handed it over. She said, I can't use it. It's a photocopy. And I was like, well, it worked for recruiting. They cleared it then. You know, she said, I understand, you know, they can hire you on that, but this is high-level security, you know, background check. So anyway, I'm going to have to do that. It kind of sucked because I waited a whole day to get in the car and leave for them to take 1 second look at my paperwork and say it's not going to be enough. Not going to hold me up. She said, you just got to take care of getting your birth certificate and getting your TWIC card before the end of your 30,000 miles. So hopefully that won't be much of a setback. Let's see. Bumped into a few people that recognized me, which is still quite weird. You know, I only have, you know, I think I've got under maybe 125, something like that now. But you know, that's not a ton of subscribers, but I guess I have quite a few more people that are watching out there every once in a while. And if you are, you know, and you're getting something out of this, please subscribe. Throw me some support. But that's cool when it happens. You know, I'm a little more prepared for it. The first time I did it, it was, you know, deer in the headlights. Holy crap, someone actually knows who I am here. But now it's not all the time. But you know, when I was taking my second test, I think there was 2 people that knew me from YouTube. One had come up to me and I was talking with them, and there's one who his wife is a subscriber of mine, has been very supportive, and her husband was testing the same day I was on the second try. So, and I did hear he passed. So congratulations. it's an awesome feeling, and I'm really happy for you and anybody else that that gets through it with and doesn't have to go through the anxiety that I did. So good for you, good for both of you. I'm really happy for you. So anyway, ate a decent meal at the Millennium. Standing in the line for a burger. I didn't really want a burger, but I didn't really like the menu items, and I didn't realize this. You know, if you're there, there's a cool. You almost don't even see it. There's a counter there that's a kind of a bistro. You can get sandwiches and subs and things like that. And I haven't eaten at the Millennium too many times, maybe 3 or 4 times, but I'd never noticed it before. It was right next to where I was standing, and it's really good if you're looking for a little bit healthier fare from the Millennium. Check it out. I think I had a turkey and bacon bistro, something like a club with bacon. I think it was pretty good. Went to the company store, wandered around that like any dude does, not knowing what the heck to bring home for your family. I think I picked some good stuff that everybody will enjoy, but I'm not sure. Oh, let me. I did get something for myself, and I'll do that. So those who've been with me, my style is kind of the flat hat that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of, to me, it screams old dude with a little bit of style. But, and also, I'm not big on baseball, trucker hats. I just think, some people don't look great in them, and I think I'm one of those. I got kind of the round face. To me, it's either the kind that's like a beanie, you feel like you need the propeller, on top. It's like form-fitted to the top of your scalp. Or you look like Elmer Fudd, and that's kind of me. It's never a really good one. And I haven't tried this one. It may be one of those too, but I got myself a Reefer Division hat. It's unfortunate that it's not free. Let's see what I got. Yeah, we'll need to blow out the back a little further. But I'll wear this one with pride. So there we go. primeinc Reefer Division. Nice. All right, guys. I may make another video just heading home. I won't have much to do. I'm planning to put in maybe, hopefully 6 or 7 hours driving tonight, and then the bulk of it tomorrow. And I'll be home in Virginia by tomorrow evening sometime. So really looking forward to it. I will package this one up and send it out probably when I'm in the hotel. Might send another one, just some thoughts on the road. But wanted to check in with you. I'm sorry if any of you were waiting on bated breath, to find out how I did. Speaking of which, someone walked up to me in the Millennium while I was standing in that bistro line and was like, "Did you get it?" Again, a little super shocked, but yeah, it was a nice conversation. So thank you also for watching. So I'm gonna get on the road, and I will talk to you guys soon. Be well, everybody. Hey guys, welcome back. You're probably going to see some thumb cameos today. I forgot my little tripod / YouTuber handy dandy, whatever you call it, holder. But anyway, I thought I'd just cap the day. I've driven somewhere around 7 or 8 hours today. I'm actually staying in the town of Santa Claus. But I think they're just using that name because there's nothing Christmassy about here. I don't think he lives here. I really don't. Of course, it was dark when we pulled up, so maybe when I wake up tomorrow, it'll be a Christmassy winter wonderland here, but I'm kind of thinking not so far. But anyway, not much more to report. Driving was smooth sailing. I decided to take a different route than I came down. So I didn't do the Nashville route. I went, I don't remember their routes, I think 44. Anyway, went through St. Louis. So I'm kind of going through on the way to Prime, I went kind of the Tennessee, Kentucky route and then back up. Today I took the more straight across Indiana, that kind of route. So just wanted to see a little different country. So it was about the same as the other way, just some new things to see. It was actually pretty easy driving today. But I'm staying in a, what is this, Quality Inn and Suites, I believe. Yeah, Quality Inn and Suites. So it's a hotel room, but she's not the Campus Inn, that's for sure. I'll spin this around. There's a palm cameo. Let me flip this around here. Okay. give you the tour. So yeah, this is a little nicer than I've been used to for the month. Very nice. Quite comfortable. So for someone who's been living in a hotel for over a month, this is actually kind of a treat. So good price too, so, or I wouldn't have done it. Not getting that big $900 check every week yet. Soon. But yeah, tomorrow I got right around 10 hours of driving, which is not too bad, and get to see my family, which I'm really looking forward to. Get to see, of course, my wife and 2 kids, and my parents, you know, who live very nearby my house, and actually my nephew and his girlfriend are in town for a few days, so that's cool too. And I hope to see my sister as well. So gonna be a good time. I'm really, you know, I've talked about how, you know, certainly, as anybody does, you miss your family. You know, there's no getting around that. But, you know, I talk about how just personality-wise, the trucking lifestyle is for me. You know, it's you know, I'm a person that is perfectly happy, you know, being alone in his thoughts, and, you know, kind of a introvert, you know, that, you know, doesn't mind the alone time. And I'm sorry for the hand in there. I'm used to having the little stick thing, so lots of cameos. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I got a day of driving tomorrow. As far as the channel, well, I'm going to be home. I honestly don't know how long I'm going to be home. I've got a few announcements that I can't come out with just yet. You know, I got to line up with Eric a little bit, you know, some things with the schedule that I want to give him a chance to, you know, to think through and work with. So nothing earth-shattering or anything. I'm not leaving Prime or anything like that. I'm not going to clickbait you or anything. Everything's perfectly fine. But there's some changes to the schedule and that kind of thing that I'll address soon. But I want to make sure he has a chance to, you know, get with me and whatever we need to. I want him to have an opportunity to weigh in on the schedule and that kind of thing. So other than that, I'll be home. I don't know how much I'll put out. If I'm doing something interesting from home, maybe I'll do a quick video, but it might be a little hiatus for me on YouTube for a while. But for those, I think I announced it, I definitely announced it at the beginning of the video. I did pass. I got my purple badge, raring to go, but I'm going to enjoy the home time. So again, thank you to everybody. For whoever, you know, whether you commented or not, if you're watching, if you're subscribed, thank you. But a special thank you to all the people that took the time, you know, to give me those, you know, you got this, stick with it, chin up type messages. You may not know it. It really does. I truly appreciate that. And it does help. You know, it's nice to know, you know, that I've got people out there rooting for me. You know, when I got into this YouTube thing, I really didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be fun, but I'm actually getting to know a good bunch of you now. And I certainly hope that we cross paths and, you know, can spend a little time together, you know, sometime down the road. So again, sincerely, I really appreciate it. If you are catching me for the first time or you know, first few times, you know, if you're getting anything out of these videos, please like, subscribe, you know, throw me some support. If you're coming to Prime and you haven't watched, you know, been watching my channel, if you're interested, I would suggest go back to my first 8 or so videos. I really walk you through every step of the process, getting ready to come to Prime, the DOT, physical, the test, what documents you need, talking to recruiters, all that stuff. So you might find it helpful. It'll at least give you a little bit of a heads up of what each step is going to take to get here. So I'll try to switch this without arms getting tired. So yeah, go back and check those out. If you're coming to Prime, you might find that helpful. And you know, I don't say this often. I do post it in the description and in the my cheesy intro that I enjoy so much. But my driver code is BRISCH. If you get anything out of this, then you would honor me by using my referral code. Truly, I'd be honored. And I've said a couple times in the past, you know, I believe in reciprocity. You showed me that you use my referral code. If you want it, you will have a relationship with me. We will know each other. You'll have my contact information, and as much as I'm able, I'll help you any way I can. So I'm going to leave it there. I think this coupled with the other part, it's going to make for kind of a long video, but heading home, guys, and I'll be in touch soon. Maybe from home, I don't know, but one way or the other, you'll see me again in the near future. Be well. See you later.